important. And swine flu has been around the longest. That reacts to it. They should take a blood sample first and try for all these different types of people, and to it. Then if it doesn't absorb the rest of the chemicals, it can actually absorb because they put the actual disease that they're put in that order, that are put in the order that they're in. So the chemicals inside of the medicine could actually react poorly, and once you have that disease inside of you, that happens to people.
Yeah.
But
I have a family member, and she was allergic to her vaccines. So she turned 18 or something like that recently, and she just finished her 1-year shots. She has to take it little by little at a time because of her allergy.
that sucks.
I just thought that was interesting. It got brought up at my grandpa's funeral. So, yeah, go on.
Well,
I just had my little piece to put in.
but it doesn't always necessarily happen. So when you're not when you have anti-vaxxers, they're just having anxiety about people that have had that problem and have died because the flu just had more effect to them because they already had the disease in them, and it just got worse. And actually, something that happened to my aunt recently, they're not anti-vaxxers, but they all got the flu. But my aunt, they told her she had the flu, and this actually happened. They told her she had the flu, and she went to the doctor. They told her she had the flu because they felt sick, and her son had the flu and all that. I don't think he got his shots though. Was why they were gonna get him his shots, but he got the flu first. And but here's what happened. She tested negative for the flu, but they said it's a 70-30. Your son has it. I'm pretty sure you have it, and they just sent her home on. I'm pretty sure you have it. So since they sent her home on that, she thought, all right, I have the flu, and then it got bad, and worse and worse and worse. And then she said she called
This
my
was
mom
your
over
aunt or
taking
your
my dogs to
cousin?
the vet. She says, my aunt. She
Okay.
calls my mom while we're taking our dogs to the vet. She says, my mom, Abby. She says, Abby, I think you need to take me to the hospital. I think I'm dying. And she said, but you have the flu, right? She says, yeah, that's what the doctor told me. And I said, I can't take you right now. I'm going to the doctor's. I mean, if you need me to come get you again. She said, but my husband can get off work. He can come get me and stuff. And my mom felt bad, but she spent a bunch of time. We didn't even have Christmas morning because my mom was with them. Was with
Well,
her because when she got to the hospital, she didn't actually have the flu. She had a urinary tract infection that got so bad that you know what it means to be septic, right? Yeah. Well, for the people out here that don't, it means that you're a disease or some kind of infection has spread into your bloodline, like into your blood, and has infected your blood, and it could kill you if you don't get to the doctor fast enough. That's why you should always report to the doctor if you have some sort of problem that's concerning you.
yeah.
But
Like, it's
she got
very
there and
important.
she had a urinary tract infection that spread, and she almost died.
Oh my god.
And
She
they
was
thought she
right. She
wasn't
wasn't being sarcastic or, you know?
Yeah, she said, "Mom," she says, "Abby, I think I'm dying." And they brought her. She was septic, and like bad septic, and almost died.
Yum.
Was on the brink. But she's a teacher. By the way, this is just a little funny side story. She's a teacher, and they gave her some pain meds, and they gave her these really strong ones, and she started hallucinating. And she had
Let me
never
guess you
done
stole
because
them.
she'd never done. She she fucking she's like no, she thought she was having a birthday party, and it's some funny shit. But but yeah, sometimes things like that happen where you're actually have some other disease and you think you have the flu and it's just getting worse, and then people fucking die.
Oh,
And
that could have ended
that's
up in a
another reason
funeral.
people,
You're
yeah,
very
eh,
fortunate that like
people
that she got to the hospital.
really though I am we are, and she is that she's alive, and she called us, and lucky that we answered, and she and all that. But it's that's another reason I guess I would assume that anti-vaxxers wouldn't vaccinate. It's because they think the flu and all of these diseases are killing people, because she got herself vaccinated. They couldn't get vaccinated on the same day though, because it's they'd have it was some weird predicament, I forgot what it was, but she got vaccinated and then she almost died. But that's because
Of a
and
urinary
if she
tract
just thought it was
infection,
the flu,
a
yeah, and
septic
if she
tract,
thought it was
a
the
septic.
flu, yeah, and if she thought it was the flu and she just tried to power through it, she would have died. And people would have been like, "Woman dies from flu," and everybody's like, "That's why you don't vaccinate." And because and she it would have said that vaccinated woman dies from flu, and it would have been like people would have been like, "That's why you don't vaccinate, because vaccinations don't work." And it's not that at all. It's that it wasn't
Other
the
things
flu;
happen.
it was a urinary tract infection. Yeah, so things happen. That's what happened, and that's anti-vaxxers in a nutshell. Really, there's my rant about anti-vaxxers.
Hey, any other rants to go on? Like, what's your
Give me
view?
something.
What are your
I'm
views
really good
on
at ranting.
abortion?
Abortion. Okay, that's a very controversial right now at this point in time, but I'll
It
go
is,
over
but
it.
like, hey, we're 13.
Um,
Let's talk about it.
I'm not like with I don't necessarily stand I don't stand with abortion at all, because um it's I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like you should give input on this one too, because this is something we can both go at. I don't know a lot of science about it. I do know what it is. I know exactly how it happens though. Um so I feel like it's killing children. But it's people say, but it's not young. If it can breathe and it can eat and it has to take in nutrients to live, and it's
This
alive.
subject is a
It's
little
killing
close
an
to
alive
home
animal,
because my
living,
father
breathing.
figure's boyfriend was actually a failed abortion. So this does hit a
Oh
little
wow.
close to home for him. So yeah, I'd like to
Mm.
like see your opinion. Like for
Mm.
one, I feel awful about this, but I am pro-choice. Like if you're not ready to have a kid, you're not ready to go through labor, because some people get pregnant really young and like you could die going
You
through labor. So it's I think in that case, if you want to,
you know
it
what
would be
you
better to do that. You know?
yeah. See, in that situation where you're so small, which I doubt that it would. See, if you're a small person and you would die during labor, then that's a problem. But
Big problem. Like I would die during
if
labor.
it's not very often that someone it's not very often that someone is that. See, I hit puberty at 9, but I was a large 9-year-old and I couldn't get pregnant. But if someone was like my age and
Then again, you're a dude,
yeah, but if
so you know you can't get pregnant.
no, I'm just saying. But if they were 9 years old and they were small, but they'll hit that fertile age um at the same age I did, and they were just a small, if they were just a normal size 9-year-old, then what do you do then? But nothing. I feel like if you do have the choice, and there's and you can survive and it's possible to go through that, you should. You just want to be there through to, and you don't want the kid. You don't want the kid at all. You want to make sure that the kid gets to a good home. You really do. You don't. You people say that and then place it into the arms and the and the responsibility of other people, and then they end up in bad homes sometimes, and then they're like, oh, putting a kid up for adoption is a bad thing. But
No.
if you if you're there through the whole process and you make sure the kid is put in a good place,
Then you did the best you could in your situation, and you're amazing for it.
yeah, like there's there's not a lot of things that you can. There's not a lot of things you can do if you can't control it and you are gonna get hurt if you don't go through with it. But best thing I would say that someone can do in the situation is at least be sure. I mean, if the doctor tells you that you're not going to survive the pregnancy, then you're not going to survive the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And you need to get an abortion. But if your doctor says you can survive, you're going to survive, and the baby can live, and the baby will live, you just got to work with us here and have the baby, and then after you have the baby, you you put him up for adoption. If you don't want the baby, if you really want to take care of the baby, you should. You absolutely should. Never walk out on a child that you feel like you should take care of, because that'll just ruin somebody forever, is not knowing their parent.
Oh yeah.
And and that and but if that's really, you really believe that you're not going to be able to do that and pull through with that,
Or
then
maybe it's just like you don't believe you'll be a good parent, and the other
yeah,
parent isn't there, and your parents don't support you, so you decide, okay, yeah,
if you have
this
some
isn't
sort of
best.
mental problems or physical problems, or if you unable, like, physically or mentally to take care of a child, then put them up for adoption. But you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to just leave them in the hands of other people. If you really want your kid to have a good home, you're gonna want to
Make
be
sure you
there
know
through
the
the whole
people,
process.
like
Make
get
sure
to
you
know
know the
them.
people. Yeah, get to know the people that they're going to. If you don't like those people, then you can't let that happen, because you need to tell them, I got to know them personally, and I've seen their personal life. They're not good people. Don't let my child go here. Like, I can't take care of them, but I still love them.
Yeah, you're still gonna
Have
love your kid.
you no matter what you do, you're still gonna love your kid. It's a love you can't understand until you actually have a kid.
Yeah, and you wouldn't
It's
know it, but
your,
like,
yeah, and
hopefully.
but once you're actually,
Kara would be really good on this subject.
but once you're actually have a kid, and then sometimes people realize the weight. It's a lot of weight. Yeah,
Lots of
yeah,
pressure.
yeah, and that's when kids go into adoption, because their parents don't think they can take care of them, and that's the goal. But they just place him in the arms of the adoption center and say, hey, make sure he goes to a good home. Well, how are you going to make sure he goes to a good home? Well, I'd hope you put him in a good home. Well, I can't make sure that he goes into a good home. That's your responsibility. That's
Yeah.
your part. That's the only part you can play in helping your child's life. If you can't take care of them, That's the best you can do. Is at least make sure that you know who they're going with.
A good person.
And make sure, make sure it's good people. You don't. You can't just have this mindset of, oh, well, I'll just hope they go to the right place, because that's where kids get depressed, and that's where kids end up in bad places, is because people put them up for adoption, and
they don't pay attention.
Yeah, and they don't pay enough attention to it, and they end up in some sort of bad predicament, and they can't they end up in a bad home, and then the kid ends up depressed with bad parents, and they're adopted and never got to know their real parents. But if they end up in a good home, they're like, I accept these parents as my parents type thing.
These are my parents. But yeah, no matter what, you're gonna have to face the fact that your child might not want to see you after you give them up for adoption, you know? Like, that's tough. Like, knowing that like, having the feeling that your family abandoned you is an awful feeling. Even though they didn't abandon you. It's just...
Yeah.
They couldn't be a parent.
And they'll never understand that. It's good to meet them. You always want to keep in touch as best as possible. You don't want to let your kid forget who you are, but you want to, if you can't take care of them, at least have them know that you tried your best. You don't want to just leave them to rot in a place you don't know where they're going, and just whatever happens mindset, because whatever happens doesn't happen. Because if you're just letting your kid go into the arms of some random fucktard and they end up in the house with some bad people, then they could really just mess them up, and knowing that you put them there. And you gotta be there the whole time. That's the best thing you can do as a parent if you can't take care of your kid, is at least be there to help them to get into the right place.
Off that, what are your views on abandonment? Like, abandoning your child?
Oh, abandoning your child is the worst thing you could ever do. Really, though. To your kid, that is the worst thing you could ever do. Because they never know you. They never get to know who you are. They never get to carry on you. Your kid is your replica. Your
And
kid
psychologically, if you were to abandon your child, it would be better to stay out of their life than to come in and out. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I believe that's true, because you can't. I mean, if you're going in and out of your kid's life, then that's pretty messed up, because they know you, but not well. They don't know their parent well enough. See, if I'm gonna put this, if a parent is there for their kid every once in a while, then they're like, I never really got to know my dad or my mom or my creepy uncle, but
Ian, creepy Uncle Ian.
but I never got to know my creepy Uncle Ian. I think the last time we talked about him in the family, he was trying to mess with this girl named Abigail and another girl named Cammy or something like that.
Dude, that's your fucking mom.
Not that Abigail.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I don't know.
Abigail. My mom's name isn't Abby. My mom's name isn't
I know,
Abigail.
I'm
It's
messing
Abby,
around. I'm
and her
saying that
middle
like
name's
Abby's kid in the
her
future.
middle name is Gail, and her middle name is Gail.
Are you shitting me? That's beautiful.
Nope.
That's amazing.
See how I'm gonna. All right, but really though, popping in and out of their life is terrible because they're like, you're right here, but now you're there, and
You're
it's just
finally here.
it's not a good
It's been
thing.
so long. I'm really excited. What do you want to do? They'll and my mom, since I grew up exactly like since I grew up in exactly what we just described, I know how it feels, and it sucks, and it sucks hard.
That's what she said. Sorry, but you left it too open there. It sucks and it sucks hard. I'm sorry I had to do that
Because my controller's
because you were
dying.
speaking like
It's
you
because my
don't.
controller's dying. And like it's on the verge of dying. But my mom says that there's two kinds of parents, the Disneyland parent and the actual parent. Whenever your parent is in and out of your life, they get to be the fun Disneyland parent because they don't want you to be upset at them because you're not there for very long, you know? So they're the Disneyland parent. They get to have fun
Yeah.
with you, and then you're always mad at the other parent because they get you in trouble, they punish you, you know? They actually fuss at you. They can
Yeah.
they keep you in check. They make sure you're a good person. And the other one's just in charge of, hey, let's have fun and talk shit about your parents. But yeah, my controller's dying
Yeah.
again. So you take over.
All right. Yeah. If you're if you if you're abandoning your child, see, we're off the abandoning topic. We're off in and out of your life type topic. See, the other parent gets to be the nice guy, superman, superwoman. But then when the other parent is there all the time and is actually the parent, they're treated like the bitch or the asshole, and they don't want anything to do with them they're because they're mean, but dad or mom's nice, and do this. I know he would, but yeah, I can't see that either because even sometimes that doesn't work out either. Where they look like the Disneyland parent, how your mom compares it, because sometimes the other parent has to come in and be the parent that is just a drunk and stuff like that. Because usually people that are the Disneyland parent are not really a Disneyland parent because they have to deal with their kid, um, deal with their, they have to, fuck, I forgot what I was going with that. But usually parents of the Disneyland parents, have a lot of problems. And that's why they don't want to take care of their kid, is because their kid, they can't emotionally take care of their kid, and they just can't take care of their kid on some levels for some reason, and for some reason relative to that, and that can cause them to do drugs or get drunk or
Alex is having some issues with his mom right now.
mm,
His mom, he has a lot of siblings, and his mom picks favorites a lot, to say the least.
mm,
So his sisters get to do whatever the fuck they want, and his mom's just like, Oh, sweetie. Yeah, can you fuck off and come do the laundry that the cat's pissed in? Thank you, sweetie. You're such a miracle. Or whatever
Yeah,
the
nigga,
fuck.
I was an accident.
No.
Really though, I was an accident.
Really?
You know why my friend, you know why my
I know your
friend,
dad used to like whip out packs and be like, "Oh yeah, I have con." Your dad used to be like, "Oh yeah, I have condoms," and then he'd just like go in without it because that was uncomfortable, you know?
yeah, because he didn't like latex. But you know what, my quote is I'm allergic to latex. But
Wait, you are?
fuck, no,
Oh, I was about
I'm
to
not
say.
allergic to latex. But but my friend Leighton, his little brother, his stepdad's son, he calls him his little brother, but his little stepbrother, bro. But a little stepbrother, his stepdad calls him a little bit because he's what happens when you leave it in for a little bit too long.
That's fucked. That's fucked. But like, it's a cool nickname. Um,
Yeah.
Victoria, she's a good friend of mine and Alex's, and the only reason she's alive, her dad told her, is because, you know, he decided, hey, let's have a kid with her mom so that she'll stay with me.
Hmm.
So what's your opinion on that? Having sex and having a
That's
child with
fucked up.
someone, purposely getting them pregnant so that they will stay with you. And then
You know, a lot
once,
of people do that actually.
yeah, it's fucked up. I was just talking about, hey, this is something that I know about. You know?
Hmm. Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, so what's your view on the fact that almost this entire recording I've been at a fair, like, just having a wonderful time just in rec room, even though it's really depressing subjects. I've just been on the merry-go-round and shit.
I've been doing parkour actually on Rec Room this whole time.
I know. I invited you, by the way. It's actually a
Oh, you
really good
did?
room.
I
If
wasn't paying attention. I was talking.
Yeah, no shit. This was an interesting stream. You've been rambling on for 30 minutes so far.
Oh wow.
So what's your
What is that?
ha-
Plus the what about the other stream?
Oh yeah, that was like at least an hour long.
So I've been going on for an hour and a half, rambling.
Yeah, or more. But
Hmm.
what do you think about what do you think about the suicide epidemic?
Suicide epidemic?
Yeah.
Like the large amount the how there's a lot of it's a lot of teens actually committing suicide in America today, and and actually that a lot of that actually goes back to corrupted parents that left their kids on the parents that left their kids for whatever reason, kids that are sad that they never get to meet their parent, or kids that are depressed because they for other reasons, maybe abuse or dealing with there's adults that are dealing with drugs, there's veterans that are homeless and stuff like that, people that kill themselves because because that's their final attempt at happiness, is ending life. because they don't feel like there's anything they can do anymore.
Yeah. And it's fucked up. Oh. How do you think we can solve it? Like, it needs to stop. We already know this. Like,
I feel like, see, people, I've seen people that were happy as all day. Like, let's take famous person Chris Cornell, for example. The day that he killed himself, he was happy. And he was actually just being jolly and happy and hanging with all his family and friends and stuff like that. And then he went home and he killed himself. Now, he'd always told his wife that he had suicidal thoughts and all, and thought about committing suicide. But I feel like anybody who has someone that they care about or someone that they know that says any mention of legit wanting to commit suicide or even relatively close to something dealing with suicide, that you should get them immediately to a therapist or talk to them about it. And anytime someone seems like they're sad or depressed, talk to them. Like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Just, I think a lot of it also comes from bullying, cyberbullying, people on the internet. Now, people kill themselves because of bullying all the time. That's always been a thing. I feel like the world would be a much better place if people were a lot more accepting. But people will never be. No, there will never be a full generation or of completely accepting people. Even this generation, one of the most accepting generations that's ever been produced by man, is.
Then there's some kids fucking like Corey.
There's kids like there's this kid that we know named Corey. He drives our bus. That is homophobic and racist just for no reason, just because he.
Fun.
I have a theory about it too. Is that he's so afraid. He thinks he's gay, maybe on the inside, and then he's so afraid of being gay that he refuses to let himself be free. So,
I think he's just a piece of shit.
And then he is just a piece of shit. He really is. That's his personality, is just to be an asshole. But that's maybe what it comes from. His homophobia is just being afraid to be gay, which he might be gay. What if he is gay? Which I think he might be on the inside. He just is so afraid to be it that he won't let it come out. I mean, what little chubby blonde boy that wears hoodies is not gay?
Oh god, ask Alex, because you just described him except for the chubby part. Just wait, it'll stop in a second. But it's kind of like a carousel, so it just... Oh, never mind. This one stopped. Loser.
I'm still on. I'm in front of you, actually, right in front of you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're in the same cart.
I can't see you. What the fuck?
We're not in the same part of the cart. There's two sides. Step a little bit out of the side of the door.
You're gonna make me fall, aren't you? Oh my god, hi. But yeah,
Hi.
so... Oh shit.
Oh no.
Loser. Whenever it stops, you can get back on. Alex says, frickin' Max exposing me. Come to my side.
Oh, but yeah, something about bro, did we get on opposite sides?
Internalized homophobia. It's a thing.
But
That's why you have to sit down in the vehicle at all times, loser.
But I feel like one way to stop people from committing, like teens and people of that sort, from committing suicide and stop suicidal thoughts is maybe to stop pulling the fucking trigger. No, but is always getting help, always talking to the people that seem like they think that way, and always where are you? Oh, there you go. Always talking to the people that think that way, and always trying to help people that seem like they might think that way, and always be supportive of people. Sorry, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the best we can do. You can't
Yeah.
completely end.
You
people
can't
from
completely
committing
stop
suicide.
any epidemic.
Because one time, there's this guy that committed suicide just because he was drunk competing with his friends on who could hurt themselves the worst. And one of
That
them,
sounds like
this
you and
guy,
Ian.
no, they're not to this extreme. They were cutting off limbs with hacksaws and stuff.
Fucking hell.
And one of the guys got a chainsaw and cut his head off. I like it. Your character frowned right as I said that. But look, the guy got a chainsaw and cut his own head off while they were competing. And I was like, why would you do that?
It's the competition, bro. This is Louisiana. You should understand competition by now.
Not that kind of competition. Like
I know. I'm trying to be light.
He cut his own fucking head off with a chainsaw. But some people commit suicide because they're stupid. And some people commit suicide because they...
Wait over here, you're gonna get run over. Hurry up, it's coming in a couple seconds. Oh, shit.
Some people commit suicide because they're sad. And they have emotional trouble.
Come on, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my screen's all black with a caution sign, apparently. I mean, how suiting. Crouch. Trust me, crouch.
Is it go fast?
No, not exactly, but it looks pretty chill. Like, look at this moon's, like, based on astrology. Look up. Stars.
Not astrology, it's astronomy.
Astrology, astronomy, shut up. I'm not one of those girls who are obsessed with their zodiac sign. I mean, I know what mine is, but like...
I don't even know my zodiac sign. I just know the difference between astrology and astronomy. Astrology isn't real, and astronomy is about space.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that. Whoop. But yeah. Controller's dying again.
Drop me out.
Controller's dying again. So,
you don't have
you
an
choose
extra one?
No. So you choose the next subject. Just anything. Anything serious you would like to talk about.
Oh, ow, fuck. I'm not real sure. My brain's not working right. I'm really tired. I'm not like really tired, but I'm tired. My brain's not working right. But I'm not sure. We should start a podcast. But I'm thinking maybe something. Whoa. Oh. We've covered about a bunch of the main topics here in this. We could talk about the actual possibility of World War III.
Yeah,
right
let's.
Now it's a meme right now.
Yeah.
It's an actual possibility.
Yeah.
Because right now with in Benghazi when we killed the Iranian general, well, not the Iranian general. When we killed their war general in Benghazi, which is actually part of Iran, and so we killed their warfare general, or their that's what it's called, but their warfare general, the guy that's head motherfucking in charge of their military. So they killed him after he had our soldiers. He attacked our. No, but we're not going back to like the actual part, the actual political part of it. We're going to the actual possibility of World War III. But after we killed the general in Benghazi, the they attacked us in Iraq, and they didn't kill anybody, but they blew out a bunch of our fucking the top layer of our underground military bases. And so after they did that, it's kind of, we're like, all right, that's your last warning. It's like, if they attack us again, if they have some sort of big attack again, they could really honestly go to World War III, or at least a war, or a serious war with Iran, which we would absolutely win a war with Iran. But both of us countries have connections with other countries, which could give us moral support, which could make the war a lot harder. But either way, it's not going to be extremely difficult. Oh my fuck! It's not going to be an extremely difficult battle for us. But if it were to go down like that, then it would be a bad war. It would not be a, yeah, all war hurts, but it wouldn't be like World War II. It wouldn't probably have the impact of the other world wars, but we'd have two countries with a lot of connections, two countries battling. That's, each country has connections, and if the country's losing a battle, they'll get connections with their connections, and each country end up with connections, and it can end up with a bunch of countries fighting all around the world. And that's not what we want. We don't want to fight the whole world war. Although there's no way it would have the impact of the other wars. But it's still possible, and all war hurts, like you said. And damage caused by war, and like, if we were to get attacked, it could seriously do a lot of damage to all the countries, and I just feel like it wouldn't be a pretty war.
Yeah, and you say we can easily beat Iran, but you know that with all war, people are gonna die. So how many innocent women, children, etc., do you think are gonna die before, like, we win? Because hey, we're America, we win.
Yeah. Well, before we win, I feel like a lot more Iranian people will die, though, because Iran is not a big country. Iran is a somewhat small country, and they I don't believe they have too many connections. They do have connections with other countries that have connections with countries that have connection with countries. All countries have connections, but if we were to go to war with Iran, then we've already actually we actually hit Iran with a bomb.
Jesus Christ, we're not even going to war yet.
Yeah.
We're just like
we nuked a Yeah, we said we have the largest uranium supply in the world,
No wonder Hillary
and
was
so that
passing it
means,
around like a slut passes around her coochie.
yeah, really. But like seriously though, this we could make so many atomic bombs we could destroy a fucking planet. But we could we could do a lot of goddamn damage. And but if we were to do that, we would be killing. But thing is, there's women that have the same beliefs, and children that would be raised in that environment, they won't be children forever. Now they're children when they get killed, and that's messed up when they're. But when you think about it, they were not going to be children forever, and one day they could have come back and hurt us and done something bad to us, like they did, like those adults did. And those women are thinking the same thing. They couldn't really do anything because in Iran and Benghazi and Muslim and Arabic and Muslim civilizations, women don't have the right to join the military. But it's just, it just, it would not be a pretty war, but it would not be a. I believe the war would end by us blowing up Iran. We would. Yeah, really though. I'm trying to but it really could. It's really when you think about it, they could have ended up some sort of big something. They could have ended up really important to us, or being, but they're raised in that environment of those people that attacked us and hurt us. They could end up a person doing that in the future to us. Which would hurt our country. And so, and plus, there's always women and children dying in the wars. Always. Anytime there's bombs of that artillery involved. Anytime there's bombs of that artillery involved, that we have artillery, not artillery.
Long live the king.
But anytime there's
Yeah.
bombs of that, anytime
shit.
there's bombs of that artillery involved, though, there's gonna be deaths. No matter who it is, people are going to die, and people are going
Of
to get
course,
hurt.
people are going to
But,
die, which I don't like that. Of course, people are gonna die. That's not a good thing, you know?
yeah, well, if they don't die, we can't win. And if we can't win, then
Who gives a fuck
we
about
could die.
winning?
Me and you, we could.
Okay, well, yeah, we're
Listen,
Gen Z.
Here's. Listen to the lot here. If we were to kill all the men that were in the war and spare the women and children, then they would start drafting people that are 12 and up and stuff like that. But here's the thing: if we were to do that and they were to have some sort of comeback to that, and sent some sort of bomb to us, they if we spared their people that are thinking the same way that they're thinking, then they could bomb us. Me and you could die, your family could die, we could die, or they could annihilate all the. Here's the thing: they don't care about us, so why should we care about them? That's how war works.
To prove them wrong, I guess. To prove them wrong, I guess.
Countries. Yeah, yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing
Ooh,
you
you're
can
with your
do
true
to prove
love.
that point.
You're with your
More.
true love, Max. You're stuck.
They should. Remorse for them. They raped and killed hundreds of our men already, hundreds of our
Men.
troops. That's women and men,
Okay.
and their culture. In their culture, they fuck little boys and little girls,
You've mentioned that
and
before, and
get
that's
little
it. That's really racist.
yeah, I know. I know that's their fucking religion. That's the main. That's the Muslim religion. Now there's Arabics and and that's Benghazi is Arabic, and Iraq though and Iraq and fucking Iran. I think Iran is Arabic and Iraq is Muslim or Islamic, and so
Islamic?
they're based on Islamic.
Okay.
But
Is this what you see when you're on
what you
LSD?
think IS? No, trust me, I've taken things with LSD in them. That's not what you see. You know what you see? Well, at least that's not what you see when you take mushrooms, which has LSD in it.
Shrooms.
But
Yeah, let's go
it's
from talking about
fucking
World
lit
War
though.
Three to let's go from talking about World War Three to shrooms.
I'm gonna take DMT.
Max, this is why you were
Let's
punished.
talk about drugs I want to take. No, I wasn't punished for taking DMT. I want to try DMT. You know what it is? It's
No.
called it's a dimethyltramine. It's it activates the it's actually the chemical in your brain that causes dreams, which and it just produces excess of that chemical and makes it where you're constantly in a dream and you're in tune with the things around you and stuff like that. And well, it's a hallucinogenic, and it's fucking cool how it's supposed to happen, but you know, everything affects everyone different. So,
Yeah.
but yo, Jaden is supposed to might be able to come over this weekend. You know what we're gonna do?
What?
Hold on, let me just do a noise here and see if you can guess.
Bong. You're smoking weed.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was actually a lot of water. Hold on.
That's what it sounds like. That sounds so weird. Imagine needing to piss
Yeah.
and just like trying to fire up your bong like, oh shit.
That's what it sounds like, though. That's exactly what it sounds like. Listen, I'll do it again.
Alex, can you confirm this? I don't know. He hasn't responded yet. Anyways, all he said was gross. Just gross.
Does Alex smoke weed?
He used to. His boyfriend does. Did. His boyfriend had like this huge drug addiction. But like, I'm really proud of him because he got over it.
Nice. I'm just like,
Okay.
nice.
He says this. The noise sounds like two people having the yums.
Sounds like munchies, Alex, is what it sounds like. It sounds like the noise you hear before you get the fucking munchies.
What?
This sounds like the noise you hear before you get the fucking munchies.
I don't know what that means.
Because you hear that, because weed makes you hungry. And you eat some weird... I tell you what, you eat some weird shit when you're high.
Mayo.
If it seems tasty, if it seems like edible, if it's edible, you'll fucking eat it. Like,
Poofy. Oh no, the yums as in sex. No, it sounds like two people having sex.
hold on. Let me do it again, and you tell me this sounds like two people having sex. Versus.
I heard Abby's parents doing the thing. He said no, Max.
Oh. What, have you never ripped a bong before, my guy?
He just said, Max, shut up.
Pussy. You don't know. You don't know.
Over there.
Yo, Cammy.
Yeah?
You know what I'll do?
What?
Can you FaceTime?
No, I can't.
Damn, I'll have to call you while I'm doing it then.
No, don't. My mom has my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna give you a step-by-step tutorial.
My mom answers and doesn't say anything. You're just like, okay, so this is how you light a bong. She'd kill me.
Look, this is what you do. I'll give you step by step. First thing you do, grab bong. Next thing you do, add water to the bong, like the big circle part in the bottom, like the main bong. Because that's not the bowl. Look, listen, just listen step by step. You add water to not the bowl, but like the main bong, like the fattest part of the bong. Like the fattest part of the bong, which is like at the very bottom, and then the part that sticks out into this little cup-like thing is the bowl, and that's where you put the weed at. And then after you put the weed inside of it, you want to fill it up all the way, by the way. But you want to fill it up with weed all the way. The bong, like the bowl. But you want to put just enough. You want to put just enough water to meet the hole where the bowl, the little pipe meeting the bowl, and after you do that, you want to get your lighter. You want to hold it up to the weed. You want to light, and you want to breathe in at the same time. And then once it's like red and burning, you want to just take in that hit. And once it's filled up with smoke, like the bong part, with the appropriate amount of smoke that you want. And by the way, you can't just take a fatty. But and then once it's filled up with that amount of smoke that you want, you take the bowl out and you take the rest of the smoke and you put the bowl back and then you exhale. There's a lot of steps to smoking weed.
YouTube's gonna demonetize my video.
There's videos of people. You don't have monetization.
Wait, are you shitting me?
Do you have ads on your videos?
No, I don't.
Do you make money from your videos?
No,
You're not monetized.
Fuck yes. I can still get in trouble though. I can still get in trouble though.
From who?
I don't fucking know. Some of my friends are snitches.
Nigga on YouTube? I don't think you understand fucking YouTube. Look, there's channels that are straight just people smoking weed. Like, I watched this channel and four of his videos were two of them were him, the main guy trying weed and shrooms for the first time. And then the other two.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that you were talking about Muslims raping little girls.
Hey, yeah? Merry Christmas.
Wait, what? Did you just say Merry Christmas?
Yeah, I farted and said Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Are you trying to? Are you gonna say my culture rapes little girls too?
No, because your culture doesn't rape little girls. The first testament of the Muslim religion is actually that, though.
Hey guys, let's be Peta Bear Uwu. Peta Bear Uwu. My voice hurts. I can't.
Uwu voice.
Uwu.
That was sexy.
What? Stop.
I didn't say nothing.
Alex.
I was just fucking with you.
Good.
Now do it again.
You will. I will destroy your family, you will.
I will eat your bloodline.
Okay, Alex says, okay, this is a pretty rare insult. Max sounds like the type of person to start a satanic cult and have Gray as the freaking sacrifice.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He said, Gray, you're turning Max on. Did you just do the lesbian growl? Only lesbians can do the lesbian growl.
I was just snorting. I just did an oink. You went. Do that again. What the fuck? That's the weirdest shit I've ever heard. The lesbian growl.
I thought it said furry zebra, and I was like, okay, time to head out.
Oh.
Dude, Max is loud. Alex said that voice crack. Which one, Alex? Which one?
Just fucking.
I just choked on a sunflower seed.
Lesbians don't choke.
Shut up! Don't at me. I almost drowned. So does that count as choking?
Yes.
Okay. Well, apparently we can't drown, so we're immortal. The only reason that
the only thing that can kill us is everything but drowning. We're immortal.
Okay.
The only thing that.
Okay. So Max. So you know Titanic? How the girl, I think her name was Rose. The only reason she didn't drown was because she stayed on that board, right?
Yeah.
Even though she could have moved over to let Jack or whatever his face is sit with him. Whatever. Well, the reason she didn't do it is because she can't drown and she didn't want him to live because she's a lesbian.
Oh, damn. No, the reason it happened is because he pretended to die and she let go and he got saved and then he went home.
Well,
no, but she was just a greedy little. She was a greedy little spoiled bitch, and then she said, "Nigga, I ain't letting you up here." Yeet.
Nigga.
Fucking curb stomps him on the fucking raft.
Kurt Cobain's him. Chuckles, I'm in danger.
You know, they think Kurt Cobain didn't actually kill himself. There's a lot of evidence that his wife actually killed him.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, like shot him through the head and like covered
I mean,
it up
I was kind of curious. I was kind of curious as to see if, you know. What were we talking about again? Oh, I was curious to like know how did he shoot himself with that kind of gun, you know?
It's a shotgun. Yeah, and it hit. And also, they found so much heroin in it. She drugged him and then shot him in the head. She put so much heroin in his drink that when he drank it, he couldn't have been able to fucking pick up a gun because he was so high that he was on the brink of overdose. Like he had it was an overdose amount, and
Bro,
he was
you're
sitting
talking
there and
about
he
him
was just,
drinking something, so I'm thirsty as fuck, dude. Stop.
why don't you just go get water?
Because my grandma's, if I go downstairs, say my grandma's awake, she's gonna be like, so what you talking about up there? Who you talking to? And like, I'd rather face dehydration than deal with my grandma.
I'm gonna finger this box.
And drugs, yay my culture. Oh, so
Looks like a
Alex.
big brick of heroin.
Alex was just like, oh, so
That kid
I used
Corey.
to have, yeah, what about him?
Next time, if he ever says some shit like that, like fuck being homophobe or something like that, give him my number. If you would. Just tell him that I'm gonna meet him at the park and text me when he's fucking ready. When he's got his big boy pants on.
I'm gonna sit with you. Bruh, okay, I see how it is, I
Huh?
see how it is, I was gonna sit with you.
Shit.
Exactly, now you have to suffer through the pain that I had suffered through. But
Well, here's
yeah.
the thing. I'm smarter than
Oh.
you. Never mind,
Bitch.
It's a fuck dick.
Corey sounds like a little brat's name. He is a
It's a
brat.
fuck. It's a fuck dick. It's a
Okay,
fuck
so
dick.
whenever I was talking to Corey, and I was talking to Zane really, and Corey was listening in because he's this nosy little bitch, and we were talking about me and Vivian, right? So I mentioned it,
Yeah.
and Corey was like, "Oh, you're a lesbian," and I was like, "Yeah, is that a problem?" And he's like, "No," and then he started asking who was the top and who was the bottom.
That's fucked up.
But like,
My
little thing
my my
about,
PlayStation is frozen. My remote won't.
oh, are you shitting me? I was gonna say, cause like, little fun fact about lesbians, we'll never admit whether we're a bottom or a top. Oh, Alex's parents are awake. Let's talk about the BME Olympics again.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh, those cutting dicks off.
So
Like that one.
I'll pay you $20 for 3 videos of it, or 4 videos of it to make it even.
It was hard to find two.
As many as you can for $20. That can buy you some
Fuck.
weed, right? And I'll smoke weed
I
with
can't.
you.
I can't fucking.
Okay, so dude, $20, I'll smoke weed with you, and, um, I'll literally make it super easy for you to beat Corey's ass.
Well, I was doing like and because I can't fucking my PlayStation's frozen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my PlayStation's frozen.
Dang. BME Olympics. Jesus Christ.
Beam me Pain Olympics.
I'm gonna join in a different game, alright?
Alright.
It's gonna be America in a nutshell. Alex said share the weed.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright. Wow, this is a long stream. Oh, 2 people are viewing. Hey, who are you, second viewer?
No, son of a dick monkey.
Thanks for the weapon.
3:30 in the morning.
Yeah. In this video game, you have to. It's a war game, and it takes place in Walmart. You kill each other.
You're a furry, Harry.
You're a furry, Harry.
Go get a bowl of cereal. Fat fuck.
No, you're not.
I just don't want to be a furry. What damn it? I don't want to be a furry.
Damn it.
Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. Why you do this? I just want to be a wizard.
We've been talking for a while.
Yo, Savage, don't take the bow, please. I want a team. Oh, god damn it.
Dude, this is my favorite gun.
No, don't hurt me. Just don't hurt me. Thank you. There's a weapon here that won't let me have my wizard one. What the hell?
That dude looks like Starbucks coffee in a nutshell.
I got someone.
You got someone.
You're a wizard, Harry!
Because other people are playing this video game.
Why? To be a wizard.
Fuck you.
I wasn't using powers to kill people. I work here, so don't kill me. I work here.
We especially kill the workers, they're snitches.
I work here, you better not kill me.
Bro.
I work here.
This is a game where you reenact the El Paso shooting. He went to go sell his fat ass a bowl of cereal. He said that. Duh.
Hello, don't kill me, Savage. I want a boomstick. You want a boomstick?
You're a boomstick.
I just want the wizard one. I don't want to kill you.
Yeah, D363 or whatever the hell your name is. Yeah, you like the fucking name, don't you?
Shut it.
She's not shooting? Okay.
You see, we don't have guns. That's why you're after us. It's easy kills. They're probably gonna post on your little shitty YouTube channel that your mom and dad made for you.
What the hell? I have this bloody block here.
First of all, I made my own YouTube channel. And my dad isn't here. He doesn't like me very much. Fuck you. I was monologuing.
You didn't pay attention, so you're dead. Oh yeah, sorry.
Bruh.
I killed you, dumbass.
You're not coming off as rude, don't worry.
Good damn it. I'm powerful.
All I hear is. Oh, Alex has a headache.
I just want to be safe with my wizard one.
I think I'm gonna have to restart my
You're
PlayStation.
you're in a stream full of angry people. I'm on my period and Alex has a headache.
No reason to do that.
Mega ooh.
God.
Wow. Ian was like, "Hey, let's get Abby and Cammy High to do stuff to him," and I'm in my period, just like, you know what, Cammy, I'm gonna save you this once. Like, ooh, that's not too sanitary.
Alright, I think I'm gonna have to restart my PlayStation.
Are you shitting me?
Nope. I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna hit you up when it's back on.
Alright, just join the party again.
Alright.
Anthony, your mom.
Yo,
Your mom.
God has the X in his name. Come to me.
Hey, Savage. Alright.
Yo, God has the X in your name. Please, don't.
It's Ayo, don't kill Ayo. Do not kill Ayo, please.
God has the X in your name. Don't kill me. I mean, why do you get one shot? Please don't take my lizard one.
Hey.
Tipo, Bibi l'ho trovato però in una cassa. All'Ikea!
Oh my god. Why are they in Walmart? They're Iranian. Taking over the hierarchy. Hello? I'm taking over the hierarchy. God damn it, never mind.
Oggi il Black Friday!
The fuck?
Tony.
Damn it.
You're so funny, dude. I swear to God, you got me on the whole damn floor laughing shit. Wait, no, you don't. You're a damn retard. Your parents don't love you.
Who the hell from Alabama here?
Hey, chill. Hey, chill.
Bastard!
Sorry, dude. It's just business. Just business, man. Sorry.
Don't be a dick, don't be a dick. Please, what the fuck you think? I'm trying to walk. Ma che cazzo? What the fuck?
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
It's your fault. If you can't, if I kill you, it's your fault. What? You want this gun? Okay then. What the fuck?
No.
Oh. How Yo,
Find you.
getting stuck here. I can't even see you.
Guys, I've got the broom. You can't hurt me anymore. Have the broom. I have the broom.
Mason, come pull this!
The broom is in my possession.
Batman! Why are you doing this? Can you just let me have it?
Guys, Anthony has the broom.
Permanente il gruppo il VR. Non è dentro il VR. You want to team? No. People in the team after you shot them in the face. I did not take that too kindly. Give me 5.
Are you gonna see him?
Give me 5.
What you said?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
my friend that had a heart attack that I mentioned, he should be leaving the hospital on Thursday or Friday.
Who's the faggot that killed me?
I thought you said he passed.
No, my grandpa had passed. My grandpa passed. He didn't. I'm gonna invite you because this is literally America. Okay, who gives a fuck if your mom has the money to go to California? Does Shane's family have money to go to Phoenix?
Can you like shut the fuck up? You're so annoying.
Who? All I heard was, can you like shut the fuck up? You're really annoying. I was just like, what? I feel so offended. Oh, so y'all can't really see each other, huh?
Oh my god, I just realized something. When you're fully grown.
I think I
When you're
might have
fully grown.
I think I might have made someone rage quit. God damn it.
I just realized something.
It does. What?
When you're fully grown, you and your brother and everybody, you're gonna be that lesbian aunt that like will wonder. Because everybody has either a cool lesbian aunt or one that's like a grandmother, but she's like still is a lesbian aunt.
I have the grandmother lesbian aunt. And then I have my straight aunt that acts like a lesbian aunt, but she's still really fucking chill. So yeah, this is Walmart, as if you couldn't tell, and it's a shooting game. What do you think?
That's beautiful.
Dude, I think... Never mind. I'm glad Shane's getting better, and I hope that once he gets out of the hospital, he'll be able to get on some electronics so I can, like, at least talk to him, because I haven't talked to him in months. But yeah, so...
No! Kids, shut up, they're so annoying!
So, what do you think about literally everything? Max?
Thoughts? Yeah.
This dude sniped me.
Sorry. But, oh my god, this guy.
Where you at?
Sorry.
But yeah, so, do you want to rage about people in here or something? Somewhere what?
I mean, not necessarily.
You sound really calm.
Oof. I mean, I usually am when I'm at home.
Okay, well, you sound calmer than you
I'm a lot
have
different
lately.
At home, but that's... I mean, I did leave the room.
Yeah,
wow.
you left the... Okay, Alex, I advise you not to comment for a couple seconds and, like, let us just admire the fact that I'm at 69 comments and 1 viewer.
Yo, say sushi.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Max. That was me. I betrayed you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna come in here with you. That's me. Chill. I'll avenge you. I avenged you.
Too many of you.
Fuck you.
Gracias.
Did you just say gracias? God damn it.
Don't kill me, don't kill me.
I'm coming.
Okay, no. People are in there. It's not me. It's not me. I'm not in there. I'm not in there. Okay. Who the fuck's behind me?
That fucking sucked.
Yeah, it did.
That sucked butt.
Oh, so it's you?
It's
more
raining
butt than
harder than my pee-pee. What?
God damn it. Okay, not Jonathan.mp4
Oh my god, I
killed
have the
me.
ultimate weapon.
God damn it.
Oh, nice.
I have a weapon.
All I heard was an
ultimate
Ariba kid yelled, God damn it, in his little fucking accent. So wait, I'm getting the Minecraft dog. Someone shot me before I could become the Minecraft dog.
Oh, hey, Cam. I got a grenade launcher.
I got a laser blaster. Killed them all. Come in. Damn it, never mind.
Alright, I'm going.
They're all dead. I died too though.
Grenade launcher, no! I want that sniper. I need a sniper.
Oh, I can
That
try
was a
and get
good
you a
one.
sniper.
With is a
Keep
sniper.
so one person keeps shooting me before I can get to the sniper though. Sorry, dude.
I'm not sure here. I'm gonna beat somebody with a stool.
I know exactly where you are because
Oh,
of
that's
that.
you. Hold on.
I think I might have killed him.
Why I killed you?
And I killed you. Tally 14, kill Tally 14. Did you die?
What the hell? Well, how did
Yeah, I
I
died.
Why, guys? Guys.
GG. Damn it.
Brother.
Okay, yeah. I died, but, like, I'm defending it the best I can.
Well, how you? Oh no.
Snipper.
Fuck
You
you.
must get to snipper.
Snipper your balls.
I will. I'll snipper
I
you. You
a snipper
don't
me
have
where?
balls.
I mean, I have